What is up, everybody? We got some more Starcraft 2 for you here today. We got another round of our little Dirt Dogs tournament to take a look at. You may recall that on the previous round, ScoobyJ, also known as Jashoo, managed to take out Callius 3-0. And today he is facing a newcomer in the next round of the tournament. This fellow goes by the name of Ahab. Some of you may recall him as a fellow by the name of Zolanar. Very old school dirt dogs. Most of you probably don't remember him, but that's okay. You don't need to remember his name for him to be able to kick your ass. So, ScoobyJ returning as the green Protoss, this time spawning in the top right. And in the bottom left, well, I guess it's not so much left, but in the bottom, we have Ahab, the purple Terran. The map is of course Metalopolis, and they are spawning in close positions, which I believe in tournament versions of this map is not actually possible. But this is the standard edition of the map, so close positions is what we got. So far it looks like pretty standard business going on. Gateway going up for J, barracks for Zolanar. Neither opting to get their gas quite yet. J dropping down a random pylon, assumedly to try and get some scouting information out of that. Doesn't really get a whole lot, but you know. Cyber core for J, gas just about up. Gas not going up for Zolanar quite yet, so he's probably looking to do a little bit of either fast marine action, or although this, well, okay, yeah, there's the quick second bunker. Bunker? That's not a bunker at all. That's the barracks. Orbital command. So he's either looking to do some pressure with some fast marines, or he might just be looking to try and secure this expansion real quick. Meanwhile, back at the green base, Jay chrono boosting out a couple probes, as well as his warp gate. Got his gas under control. So I could just plant it down a nice little proxy pylon on the high ground there. Now, I think that if you were to walk up here, if you walked up on this side of the ramp, I think you would probably see it. But if you just assign the auto walk, the auto move thingy, they'd probably be more likely to go up this side just because of where his base is. And chances are you would not end up seeing that pylon. Got a nice little wall off from Zolanar here. Command center going up, so it looks like he's opting to grab this expansion. There's the refinery just now going down. Second gas finishing for J. Got his comsat going down. He sees what's up. What exactly does he see? Well, he sees the gateways, and all three gateways in fact. Warp gate just about done. We look at the unit counting station. J is a little bit ahead on probes, but that is to be expected. You gotta stop SCV production for a little while to turn that command center into an orbital command, and the Protoss is capable of chrono boosting out them probes, so yeah. J just about at full saturation of his main base. But Zolanar is planning down a couple barracks. Those are bunkers. Apparently I'm switching up barracks and bunkers today. Planning down lots of bunkers actually. Really looking to get that safe expansion. Turning that into an orbital while he's waiting. I'd really like to see him spreading out his supply depots around the edges here to keep an eye on what's coming. You can see Jay's sort of starting to do that himself. That one in the behind the smoke is especially important. Jay with the robo, chrono boosting out an observer. It's got the 3 warp gates, but they haven't really done a whole lot at this point. There's gate number 4. So with gate number 4 on the robo, it's probably looking to expand soon, since you can't really afford to produce out of 4 gates and a robo at the same time. Got the forge, hasn't done anything with it yet. Oh, looks like Jay's massing up some forces here, getting in some last minute reinforcements from the proxy pylon. Expansion is just about ready to plop down. Jay sees these bunkers and he runs for it. He does also see the high ground with this observer, so he's able to take out a couple marines real easy like. Another barracks and a factory for Zolanar. Blocking off that ramp, preventing any reinforcements from coming down, although I don't think there are any reinforcements. And I don't think that ramp is actually completely blocked, but that's beside the point. Doing some good damage here, able to repair that bunker. Although, with this bunker placement, I mean, if Jay's army had been just a little bit bigger, he would have been able to take out this bunker, whereas if these bunkers were placed more in a row right here, there wouldn't have been a chance. With the way the bunkers were placed, he was able to kind of single out the one bunker. So usually people prefer to kind of make a wall between the ramp and the command center. Keep those bunkers close together and make it just harder in general to attack the base. Of course that leaves the command center a little bit vulnerable to attacks from this side. So it's kind of a give and take. Better coverage or kind of better, more bunkers in a more dense area. Anyways, Jay's expansion now going down. Gateway is going warp gate. Got the Twilight Council. Be interesting to see what would comes out of that. Jay's capable of doing pretty much anything with that. He really likes his DTs, but we've also seen him do Blink Stalker and Charge Lot, so we'll have to see what he does with that. Immortal coming out. Looks like Jay's going for some sneaky backdoor action with this Warp Prism. What I would have liked to see him do is load up 4 Zealots, and that way when you get down here, you can unload the Zealots and then turn it into whatever phasing mode and warp in more Zealots, and it just makes your drop that much stronger. Of course, it kind of depends on what you want to actually do with the drop. Transferring over probes now that this expansion is done. The worker count's pretty even at this point. And lots of pings. Those observers are a little bit obnoxious. 2 more gateways coming down from Jay. That makes 6. 6 gates and a robo. It's a pretty good amount. Both gases. Got a couple missile turrets up. No turrets in this mineral line, but that shouldn't be a problem. You got the starport with the reactor looking to do some medevacs most likely. And this warp prism's just kind of sitting here. I guess Jay is waiting for the opportune moment. And the opportune moment is most likely when this dark shrine finishes. So we can excuse him for not reinforcing his drop that way. If you're warping in you're warping in with a warp prism. If you're warping in Dark Templars, usually you want to make sure you go undetected. Getting that +1 weapons upgrade. Pretty nice bio ball coming up right there. Now, Zolanar does have the 1 missile turret, so he does have some detection. Yes, There is a dark shrine there, thank you. So, theoretically, he should be okay. He does also have enough energy on this orbital for a scan. He really could do with some more missile turrets. A lot of times, well, I mean, I guess he doesn't know there's a dark shrine, but a lot of times if you're just going for detection, you want to put this missile turret closer, kind of right in your mineral line, so that you can kind of cover more area, because with this missile turret down here, I mean, he's basically only protecting his mineral line. Although this is usually a better idea for dealing with drops. Zolanar going for a third expansion out here. So Jay's now warping in some DTs and a couple of accompanying zealots. Go straight for the mineral line. This missile turret is going to allow Zolanar to see what's up, but his army is a little bit out there, so his SCVs repairing this command center like crazy. You should really be focusing down the SCVs instead of the command center at that point. Looks like these zealots are going to be able to finish off this armory real quick. And Zolanar cleans up. Jay hitting the front lines at the same time. You'll take out those bunkers no problem. Those immortals are going to do work on that. Looks like the CC is probably going to go down, and the nice force field on the ramp, preventing him from reinforcing with his main most of his main force, which was pulled back here to deal with the DTs. Definitely a very nice play, one of my favorites. But now that he's down here, it looks like he's able to clean up just fine. More forces coming in from the behind though. He really needs to go for this missile turret to prevent any detection. Ahab seems a little confused. Not sure why, but whatever. Looks like he's sending everything he's got up to Jay's base. Jay placing down 3.5 gateways. But they're not going to really count for much, since they end up going down before they have a chance to finish. This is a pretty scary bio ball, although there is at least there's a couple Dark Templar in here, kind of slowly cleaning up the force. Though if Ahab is quick, he could probably take out this base before those DTs had a chance to really finish the job. Especially if he kept moving instead of just sitting around like this. Well, it looks like this base is just about gutted. And Ahab is severely supply blocked at this point. Looks like he's moving out his army, which is now kind of small. Oh no, he kind of split his army. That's not a bad idea. Sending out this army, I guess he's looking for expansions. There's in fact an expansion up here. Does he know that? He does not. Looks like the army and the base is just being pretty much cleaned up. There's those medevacs, of course, all got away. A couple, well, just SCVs. Meanwhile, this base is being completely annihilated. It does have this command center up and running though, just now warping it into an orbital. Jay is perfectly aware of this fact because he's got a warp prism sitting right there. If only those were zealots, this game would be over. Although there are these... well, it's just the one bunker. No, well, 2 bunkers. Why do I keep calling those bunkers? They're barracks. Floating out across the map. So, definitely gives Zolanar a bit of an advantage in a base trade situation. He's going to be able to take out this expansion, but there is the matter of this base, which is more or less still completely intact, minus a few pylons, and got a nice little force of DTs just guarding the front door here. Looks like Jay's sending up his force to take this out, and That's a lot of zealots, but those stalkers would finish the job eventually. And Ahab calls the GG, and ScoobyJ takes the first game in this best of 5.